Right, this is number 8, and I'm only doing this one because of this negative in front of the X, and also because we're new to graphing, using the graphing tools and stuff. It's not too bad, but it could get a little tricky with that negative. So at this point in the game, the intention here is for us to graph this using a table because we haven't learned any of our transformations and parent functions and all of that. If you learned this and you remember it from high school, then you can graph it that way. But I'm going to go ahead and just graph it like doing a t-chart. So I'm going to use -1, 0, and 1 and plug those in. Okay. And you can plug in any 3 points you want, you guys. Those are the ones that I'm going to use. So let's start off with x equals -1. Okay. So if x equals -1, okay, then we're going to get, I'm just going to substitute that -1 in right there, right? It's tricky because there's already a negative there. So there's the negative that's there. Don't forget when you substitute in to use parentheses. And this is going to be squared plus 9. So this is pretty tricky. I'm just going to bring down this negative, and I'm going to tackle what -1 squared means. So -1 squared means that you have to take a -1 and multiply it by another -1. So a negative times a negative equals a positive. The -1 plus 9 is 8. So we know that we have a point at -1, 8. So -1, 8 is right there on the graph. All right, now we're going to do the same thing, except this time we're going to substitute in 0 for the x. So -0 squared plus 9. Well, we know that 0 times itself is just 0. So this whole piece is gone. So we're just going to get 9. All right, so we have an ordered pair at 0, 9. All right, our last one is going to be us using +1 for our x. So we have our negative sign from the original problem, and we're going to substitute a +1 in where the x was. So we're only squaring 1. We are not squaring the negative. So 1 times 1 is 1. So I'm going to bring down my negative, and this piece right here becomes a 1. So -1 plus 9 is 8. So we have an ordered pair at 1, 8. So over 1, up 8, there is our downward facing parabola. Again, you didn't have to choose the 3 points that I chose. I just wanted to make sure that you guys could see the parabola pretty well. But my math lab is very generous. You can pick any 3 points. So we would just basically click the parabola button, and we said -1, 8. And I can tell, oops, up here in this corner if I have the right spot. 0, 9, yep, it looks good. And 1, 8. And we'll just click save. And let's check it. Looks good. So this one could be tricky because of that negative in front of the x squared. So hopefully this helps. Take care.